So let's continue with the music. Our next competitor tonight is 14-year-old Isaac Skey, and he's a flautist from West Sussex.
Isaac, the youngest competitor in this Woodwind final, attends weekend classes at the Royal College of Music Junior Department.
I'm nervous, but also really excited because, I mean, it's a huge honour. It's a massive opportunity for me. I'm a really big fan of this competition, so it's great to be here, and I'm really excited. The first time I watched BBC Young Musician was in the 2016 competition, and I remember just being so inspired watching these young musicians playing and thinking, I could do this, I could be like them. Playing in front of so many people adds an element of pressure, which helps me, actually, because I feel like I up my game. What I've always thought of whenever I go on stage is it's just me and the music, and whatever happens, I've gone out and I've given a performance. You've put in so much hard work, and to see it paying off and to receive that applause is such a great feeling. My first piece is called Kerry by Hilary Taggart. It's a solo piece, and I first played this piece for my grade 8 flute, and it's one of my favourite pieces to play, and I thought if I were to get here, I would play it.
Isaac Skey there with Kerry by Hilary Taggart.
I think there were moments here where Isaac just captured that magical thing that you can't put into words that music can do. I think he's got such a musical soul. He was really communicating really generously with the audience. And there were moments, I think, in the piece where it needs to feel improvisatory and spontaneous, and he really achieved that, I think.
Absolutely. I love the pared back nature of that opener as well. Very bold, wasn't it, to step onto the stage and just expose yourself in that way, musically and soulfully. But I just felt, as soon as he started to play, we were in the presence of a really special musical talent. It was so gorgeous. And we also heard the Kapustin as well, the second piece. What did you make of that?
Well, he's a little firecracker. The energy in his sound, the fizzing in his sound. And he was sitting into grooves and really kind of making the most of harmonic rhythm and kind of bringing out different passages and phrases, kind of playing with the ear. I think the only thing now is for his sound to grow, which it will. He's 14.
He's only 14, isn't he? Yeah. And the last piece, the Dutilleux, Sonatine, vivid colours there, weren't there?
Really vivid colours. Still to come in this programme, we have flautist Sofia Patterson-Gutierrez and clarinetist Alex Buckley.
Yes, this competition really does have the power to make a difference. So let's turn to our next competitor now. Did she make an impression? Let's find out, shall we? 17-year-old flautist Sofia Patterson-Gutierrez.
From Stockport, Sophia is a full-time student at Cheetham School of Music, a specialist music school in Manchester.
I started playing the flute when I was about 7 or 8. My family's not musical, but both my parents love classical music, and so they always encouraged me and my brothers to pick up an instrument. And since they both played clarinet and saxophone, I only was really left with oboe and flute, and I guess I picked flute. I don't really know why. And I just started off at my local music service, and yeah, I guess that's what really inspired me to carry on. I auditioned for the National Youth Orchestra this year for the first time. I'm principal flute there now. I've always really wanted to be a part of it, but I guess because of COVID, that sort of prolonged the wait. But yeah, it's just been really great because I've just been able to meet so many people that also play music. I love performing, I love being on stage. I think it's just really exciting because if you do make a mistake, nobody would really know, and you can just sort of make it part of it. And I love how it can just be so spontaneous. I'm going to play the second movement of the Liebermann flute sonata. It's just wacky, it's just crazy, but it's great fun to play. Yeah, it's just an exciting piece.
Sofia Patterson-Gutierrez there with the second movement from Liebermann's Flute Sonata. I mean, Alexis, talk about technical prowess.
Yeah, do you know what? I loved this. What I particularly enjoyed about Sofia's performance was the articulation. It was so exacting, yet it was wrapped up in this really sensitive musical arc. And I just loved the way that she presented the programme. It was open, it was sunny. I loved the smile, actually, after every piece that she played.
She opened with a piece by Dave Heath, Coltrane, and this is a piece inspired by the great saxophonist John Coltrane.
Indeed.
And she actually studies jazz and classical.
She
Sofia
does, yes.
has those both arms going
Yeah.
on. And you could hear, I think, the jazz tinge element, but she never let it get in the way. It's amazing to me that that whole piece is notated. She wasn't improvising, but managed to make us think, though she was just thinking of this on the spot. Totally spontaneous.
100%.
And that's so hard to execute, especially under pressure.
And then we had Canzone, Samuel Barber, and it was just a perfectly pitched performance. What did you think?
Yeah, this was a moment to show a completely different tone colour, and she really did that. I love the way she took care of the ends of notes and ends of phrases, and that meant that the audience were drawn into her atmosphere.
Yes.
And I think that was from just the way that she just took care of every note, right to the last millisecond.
It was so important, isn't it? Just listening, virtuoso listener as well as a virtuoso player. Absolutely splendid.
Well, we've reached the last performer already in this Woodwind final, and that's 18-year-old clarinetist Alex Buck.